Hello there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah. I just had a baby 3 months ago and I wanted to go through my favorites and my must-haves with you because it is so overwhelming. I watched so many of these videos when I was pregnant trying to figure out what do I actually need. I do have a blog post of everything I registered for, which I definitely recommend going to check out, but I am going to mention the things that I use most frequently in this video. So for a more like updated look at what I'm using, watch this video first, but I will also link everything in the description box down below. So first of all, if you're like me and you are a research fanatic, it may be really overwhelming. I do want to just let you know that the first few weeks of a baby's life, they are just sweet, sweet baby potatoes, and there's really not much that you need at all. In fact, I was, so nervous about newborn onesies because there were so many mixed reviews. Do I need newborn onesies? Do I not need newborn onesies? And it turns out we just ended up we do live in Southern California, so I will preface with that, but we ended up just keeping our baby in his diaper and just swaddling him for the first like 2 weeks of his life. It was just way easier that way to do diaper changes, skin to skin, and things like that. So I think I bought maybe 5 newborn onesies, and that was like the perfect amount because he did end up being on the bigger side. But you can always order more things, and that's something that I knew in the back of my mind, but I still just thought, I don't want to be thinking about it. I just want to have everything here. You can order stuff as you go, send some people on errands to go to Target or whatever. It will be fine. So I would start with less and then work your way up. That way you don't have a bunch of things that you don't need lying around, because that will add to the stress for sure. I'm gonna start with one of the most controversial baby items. Either people love this or absolutely hate it. Do your own research. I'm just gonna give you my personal experience with it, and that is the Doona. This is our favorite baby item by far. If you're not familiar, it's a car seat. You press a button and wheels pop out, which make it a stroller. If you are gonna be by yourself, if you're just doing short trips to go get coffee or go to the store or things like that, it is so nice to just be able to like pop the stroller out, because we were able to go out and just kind of like live life once we started feeling more comfortable. And we didn't have to worry about interrupting his nap time. If he was sleeping, we didn't have to worry about sitting in the car and waiting for him to finish his nap, or taking him out and trying to transfer him into a stroller. The downside to this stroller, and I will say like it is kind of a frivolous buy because it is short-lived, is that you can only use it until they're up to 25 pounds or 9 months, I think whichever comes first. So it is something that you're not going to be able to use forever for them, but the amount of times we have used this thing it's been well worth it. Another thing about the Doona is it's really great for travel. We knew we were going to be potentially taking him to Mexico and maybe flying to other places in the States. So it is a great travel thing because then you only have to bring that rather than bring a car seat and a stroller, 2 separate things. So that's another thing to think about. So we did also get a bigger stroller. We got the Silvercross Reef, which is such a beautiful stroller. It's so luxurious. So if you aren't feeling like the Doona fits your lifestyle, maybe you don't need to do like those quick in and outs to get like coffee or things like that, and you want something that's a little more sturdy for like maybe going on trails or heavy duty walks, or if you're going to be hanging out somewhere for the day, the Silvercross is amazing for that. We did get the bassinet attachment as well, so that's really great if we're going to be somewhere for a longer period of time. We went to Solvang for New Year's Eve, and it was like really rainy that weekend, and the Silvercross was such a dream for that because we would just put him in the bassinet. He would nap on the go. We could literally take him anywhere and not have to worry about him missing a nap time. It's super cozy and comfy. Another thing that's cool about that stroller is the bassinet is sleep friendly. So we had already got a pack and play, but if you didn't have that, you could use the bassinet as a place for them to sleep while you're traveling, and they actually sell a little stand separately for that. Next, I want to talk about Lovevery, which is a toy subscription service. This is such a must. This is a great thing to register for. Basically, it's a bi-monthly subscription box that sends you toys that are developmentally appropriate for your child's age. So especially when they're newborns, you just do not know what to do with them. So I really enjoyed the 0 to 2 month box because there was things like sensory cards, a little stand for the sensory cards so that you can do tummy time, a rattle with a little ball attached, things that you can hook onto the Playgym, which he loves, sensory mittens, and a little book as well. They won't be able to use them right away, but they will grow into them, and so you almost have a new toy to introduce every single week of their life, which is really cool. And it comes with a little booklet that explains each toy, why it's developmentally appropriate and what it's teaching your baby. And I just think that's so cool. We actually didn't register for a lot of toys or buy a lot of toys. We live in Southern California, we don't have a ton of space, so it was, you know, important that we get toys that he's actually going to use and that are not just kind of like taking up space. So I really love the Lovevery subscription and highly recommend it if you're on the fence. Speaking of Playgym, that is definitely his #1 favorite thing. We got the LALO Playgym, and I do think it's a little pricey for what it is. It's very simple. It's literally just this like wooden bar and then a quilt underneath, and then it comes with a few toys. He does love the toys that it comes with, and they're all kind of like multifunctional, which I think is really cool. Again, it's like space saving, you know. We don't have a lot of space for extra toys, so it's nice when toys double duty. The mirror turns into a sensory card holder, and the little links are also great for teething, so they act as teethers as well. You can hook them onto your stroller, things like that. And so I really like it. It's been a great base. We've added things onto it as we go, like little, you know, things from Amazon, or like I said, things from Lovevery. I think that any Playgym is gonna be good. I don't think that you absolutely need that Playgym. For me, it was great because it's on the smaller side and it's aesthetic, and so it just kind of works with our space. A Playgym of some sort is a must. That is where they're gonna expel a lot of their energy and get their wiggles out, and it's just really great for their bodies and their development. So as far as diaper changes go, we did get the Keekaroo peanut diaper changer, which everybody and their mom has. I'm like kind of shocked now that I'm now on like Mom Talk. So I see all of the mom products and recommendations, and everybody has this dang diaper changing pad. It was sold out for a while, and I waited forever before I finally got it, and we do love it. We love it so much. It's really like kind of, it's firm, but it's like got a little bit of give, so it's not totally hard and uncomfortable. But the main reason is it's just really easy to clean and wipe down. I actually cannot fathom washing changing pad covers all the time, because almost every time you change them, it's gonna get messy. They do make similar ones that are a little more affordable, so I don't think you have to get the Keekaroo one. I think any wipeable changing pad is gonna be great. And what we do is we put down burp cloths or muslin blankets in the thing just to kind of keep it soft and warm for him. That's the only thing I would say, is that because it's a hard material, it gets a little cool and uncomfy for them, but easy to solve. And burp cloths are way easier to just like throw in the wash because you're going to be washing them anyways. So my next recommendation is burp cloths. Tons and tons of burp cloths. I feel like that is something that you will definitely need in those early days for spit up, just honestly anything. So register for a lot of those. I actually thought I didn't need very many for some reason, and then my mom friends were like, oh no, register for as many as you possibly can, because you'll use them for everything, and you really will. Like I said, we use them for the changing pad. I got these burp cloths off Amazon. They have thousands of reviews and they're really great. So I liked the colors, so I would recommend those. For diaper pail, we got the Ubbi diaper pail. I really love that thing. First of all, it's so cute. We got it in a green, so it matches his nursery really well. It looks pretty, and it keeps the smell in so well. Like, you will not be able to smell anything. It's easy to use. You can't smell. I love it. I thought maybe it would be annoying having to use your hand rather than using like a foot pedal. I don't find it annoying at all. You're gonna be changing a lot of diapers. You just are. So for wipe dispenser, we decided to not do the wipe warmer, and I'm really glad we did. He's totally fine with the regular wipes. Of course, they're really cold at first, but they get used to it. I'm sure it probably ends up feeling refreshing to them. We got the OXO Wipes Dispenser. It has a weight in there so that you can just pull out a wipe and you don't have to worry about like shaking it to get the wipe off. For bath time, don't really know that you need a ton for bath time, especially in the beginning. You can't give them a bath in like submerged water until their umbilical cord falls out, so that's a few weeks. And then, you know, depending on what your pediatrician says, you may only need to bathe them a couple times a week. especially with like soap. It's like an immunity thing. Again, talk to your pediatrician. But what we use for bath time is we have the Angelcare bath support, and that's worked out really well. It's worked out since he was born. One thing I will mention is it does kind of slip and slide in the tub, so we are going to look into getting like bath mat that kind of has grippy things to keep it in place. We also got a little thermometer. Any thermometer will do, but you do just want to make sure that the temperature of the water is safe for babies. So I have this little seal one, which is cute and gets the job done. I also got these muslin bath towels that have the little hood because their heads get cold really quick, and that's what makes them uncomfortable. So I will link that down below. I didn't register for it. That was one of those things I realized after he was born that we needed, and I really, really like those. They're thick. For clothes, like I said, literally the first 2 weeks, we just had him in a diaper, but I made sure to buy things that were 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months and up, because you really just don't know how big your baby's gonna be. For the first few months, I would suggest getting zip-footed onesies. I ended up ordering a bunch from this company called Larkspur. It's kind of like the cheaper knockoff version of Kyte Baby. Kyte Baby onesies are so divine, but they are super, super expensive. So I would just wait for Larkspur to have a sale and buy those. I also love the Honest short sleeve onesies we got. They have lasted a really long time. He's been able to grow into them, and those are really great just for during the day. They're easy for diaper changes, for lounging, or places to put your baby. We love having different places to put him, but at the same time, what I have learned is that the best place to put them is on the floor. Sounds weird, but it's true. It's the safest place you can put your baby. But of course, there's gonna be times where, you know, you can't lug the play gym with you, or you need to switch it up. So for that, we have the Baby Bjorn bouncer. I really love it. Again, it's pricey, but there are other ones on the market that are similar. I don't think you need the Baby Bjorn one, but we love it. It is, again, it's like expensive for what it is. It's just a little bouncer, and you have to bounce it with your foot or the baby, when he moves or she moves, will bounce it with their bodies. It doesn't come with a toy, but I got a little like adapter with a toy on it, and he loves that thing so much. So I do recommend getting some sort of like toy situation for it if you do get a bouncer. But we really like it for if we have to take a shower. It's nice just to like put him in that. He can see us, we can see him, because that's the other thing like about the play gym is sometimes he wants to see you, and if he's on the play gym, he's not going to see you. So it's nice to have that. Also, if we're like eating dinner, again, he wants to like be a part of the dinner, so we'll put him in the bouncer for that, and it's really great. Next is the SnuggleMe. We love this thing so much. Upside is, again, it's just a place to put your baby and make them feel like they feel safe, they feel like snug, because it's got like the, you know, padding on either side of them. It kind of makes them feel like they're being held. So it does give you a chance to like, you know, walk around, have some free arms for once. The downside is that they will outgrow it pretty quickly. Like our baby's almost 15 pounds now at 3 months old. So he's like getting too long and too big for it soon. But it's been great for, like I said, those early days where you just need a place to put them. The next thing I would say is the Fisher-Price puppy swing. That has been really fun for these early months because he's very fascinated by the mobile. So it's great to put him in that while we're like making breakfast really quick or something. And it's something that's like fun for him, and he's really engaged with it. It plays music. Downside, it's ugly. It's like huge and ugly. You start to not care as much about those things as much as I care about that. That thing is so worth it. I love it so much. Next is the Hatch sound machine. Absolutely love this. I think I've mentioned it in another video. We got this when I was still pregnant, and we started using it for ourselves. We just wanted to get used to sleeping with it when the baby got here, and now I honestly love it, and I don't feel like I can sleep without it. It's also nice because you can set a timer for it, and you can also change the color of the light. So when he gets a little bit older, we will have it be red for nighttime, green when it's morning time. Okay, next up is the pack and play. We got the Bugaboo Stardust, and the reason I picked this one is because I'm all about simplicity. And originally I was just thinking like the Graco one looked the biggest and best, but assembling it up and down is a lot more cumbersome than the Stardust, which is literally just you press a button and snap it back up, and it's so easy. We've already traveled with it like 4 times, I think, 4 or 5 times, and I absolutely love it so much. I think it is one of my favorite things. Again, think about your lifestyle. Are you going to be traveling? Do you need the pack and play right away? We knew we were going to be seeing family and going and staying places, so it was a must for us. Has a little bassinet insert, and honestly, I think that when he outgrows the Snoo, that's what I'm gonna put him in our room with us. Which, let's talk about the Snoo. We got the Snoo secondhand on Facebook Marketplace. I highly recommend getting it secondhand versus buying it new, because you can find it for less than half the price on Facebook Marketplace. And the people we bought it from had only used it for like 3 or 4 months, and they gave us a bunch of swaddles and sheets and everything. So we literally had like a ton of stuff, and I feel like we just saved so much money doing that. Do I think it's a must? I'm on the fence about this. I am. I do love it. My priority when picking a bassinet was safety. My biggest fear was him like rolling over in the night. This was what was most important to me in my pregnant mind, was safety. And it is a really, really safe bassinet. It rocks them to sleep, so we've never had to like really rock him to sleep, which is nice. I put him down pretty much in the Snoo, and he falls asleep pretty quickly after we turn it on. As far as like getting more hours of sleep, I know a lot of parents will say, oh, we've got so much more hours of sleep. Oh, our baby sleeps through the night because of the Snoo. I really think that that's a baby temperament thing and not necessarily a Snoo thing. I think if your baby is hungry and needs to wake up, they're gonna wake up. And I don't think any rocking is gonna prevent that from happening. But every baby's different. I will say I feel like it's very safe, and that makes me feel comfortable. So I think it just depends on like what's important to you. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. If you guys have it, let me know what your thoughts are. The next must is if you are breastfeeding, a good breastfeeding pillow. And I could honestly do a whole other video on breastfeeding essentials, because it has been a journey, let me tell you, and we are exclusively breastfeeding over here. So I have tried pretty much every breastfeeding product under the sun. So as far as pillows go, I'm going to tell you the best pillow, and it's the ugliest, is the My Breast Friend pillow. And I hate the name, I think it's so stupid. It is just really great for, you know, first-time mamas learning how to breastfeed. It also allows me to be hands-free sometimes with him, because it's like basically like a table pillow that you put on and he can just kind of like rest on it. Just get it. It's just, if you want to breastfeed, just get it. It's the best. And I'll link my Amazon storefront below, and you can check out all my other breastfeeding essentials. But like I said, this could be like an hour-long video if I talked about every single one. The last and final thing that I feel like is a must and that I really love, I got the Wabi bottle sanitizer. It's a big sanitizer. It's like the size of a microwave. This thing will sanitize anything. So in addition to pacifiers, bottles, toys, it can even sanitize your phone. Anything in your house that needs sanitizing, it will sanitize. And we're coming off of a pandemic. I just felt like this was something that gave me peace of mind. But if you have a really good dishwasher, I've been told that you can use the dishwasher and make sure that it has the sanitizing feature, and it works just the same. You can boil everything for that first use and then use the dishwasher afterwards. For me, because we are exclusively breastfeeding, I'm not going through like 10 bottles a day. I literally would have 1 bottle a day just for using for him for practice purposes. But you know, a lot of like pacifiers and, you know, pump parts and things like that. And to wait for a full load of dishes, which we weren't going through a full load of dishes and we still don't, it just didn't make sense. It would just felt like a waste of water. If your household has a load of dishes that you do every single day, maybe you just use the dishwasher. But for me, I love this thing so much. I use it daily. All right, I think that is everything. I may be missing something. If there's something that you feel like is a must-have, definitely comment it down below so that other moms or moms-to-be who are watching this video can see what you guys like as well. Let me know if you want to see a future video like this after I've used some more stuff with him being a little older in the next few months. I could definitely do that as well. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you next time. Bye!